What is the number one characteristic you need in order to become a successful affiliate? How you going, everyone? It's Jamie here, and before I get into today's video, I just wanted to say a very warm welcome to you. Thanks very much for joining me, and if this is the first time on the channel, I'd like to say a very warm welcome. If you're interested in affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and the conversion of high-ticket affiliate marketing products, I'd invite you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. Little caveat at this point though, it's not going to be a super fancy channel. You might find a few editing techniques here and there, but realistically it's just me talking about my 9+ years of affiliate marketing, digital marketing related experience, hopefully cutting through some of the BS that's out there and give you guys some actionable steps in order to start growing your business and your mindset around affiliate marketing, becoming a successful affiliate. So anyway, wanted to share a little story with you guys, and I'm going to basically blend this into why this is an important thing, why this number one characteristic that you need is going to be the difference between either succeeding or not. Okay, so back when I was a young man, well, I was a child actually, I was about 4 or 5 years old. I had this little blue BMX bike, and I loved this thing. I was living in New Zealand, that's where I'm from. I had been over to Australia, and my parents and I had spent some time there, and my father brought me this beautiful little BMX bike. It was just amazing. I loved this thing. I remember going past the bike shop every day when we were walking. Well, not every day, I think every week or something like that. And I think we're in Tasmania, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, went past this little bike store, and eventually one day Dad said, "Oh, should we go in and have a look?" Yeah, okay, that sounds cool. Anyway, go inside, and Dad's already prepaid for this really amazing little blue BMX bike, and I was just in love with this thing as soon as I saw it. I didn't know how to ride. In fact, I crashed many times on the orchard that we were staying at the time. And but I had fun. I loved it. And eventually I became proficient at riding, and I absolutely loved this little blue BMX bike. And so on the back of that, we then went back to New Zealand after a little while, and I remember bawling my eyes out as I went and put the bike. We were allowed to wheel it out onto the tarmac, and they had to let go of the tires. And I thought, because apparently they blow up in the air or something, so I was absolutely bereft. I was crying. I thought that, I don't know why they'd popped my tires, as I thought, and it was just for the storage. So anyway, that's all fine. Got it home, they pumped the tires back up, everything was fine, and Jamie's happy again. So I had a love affair with this bike. I absolutely freaking loved it. Rode it every single day as long as I possibly could with my little legs from dawn till dusk. And then beyond when I was naughty and I stuck out. Anyway, the relevance of this bike is, one day I must have pissed Mum off, and she scolded me. And she said, if you don't do whatever it was, the normal parental threat that comes out about that time, if you don't go do the thing, then you can't touch your bike, and you're not going to be allowed to use your bike again. And so I was so frustrated at my mother on this very occasion that in the middle of the driveway, bearing in mind I freaking love this thing, I used to take it into my room and like polish it and stuff, I got off my bike and I dropped it on the ground, and I didn't look at it, and I walked off. And I never looked at this silly little thing, my poor little bike, for apparently it was about, Mum says it was around about 10 to 14 days, and I didn't even look at it. I walked past, it was out in the rain. My parents refused to touch it because they thought, no, he's going to give up. He's going to bloody give up and touch that bike. I guarantee he's going to go do the thing that he was meant to do, and he's going to fix up his bike and stuff. He's not going to be able to resist. And eventually they gave in. They quit. And so they must have, I don't know what happened, maybe I was a good boy for the next like fortnight or whatever it was, and eventually I was allowed back on my bike, and tears of joy as I was allowed to touch my, pick up my bike and ride around again. Oh man, how amazing it is to get my bike back. So Mum has always mentioned to me that I've always been kind of stubborn, and it comes out in certain times. It's not necessarily a stubbornness as in I'm so stubborn with my opinion I will never change it. It is more that I'm stupidly determined when it comes to the things that I'm going after. Why am I telling you that? Because that right there in that story is the number one trait that you need. You need to be determined. If you are not determined, you cannot get the thing, because life will blimmin' smite you down. The affiliate marketing game will just like be on top of you, and it will suck sometimes, and certain things are not going to work out, and your ad accounts get banned, and you get blacklisted from Google, and you get banned, and your backlinks turn out to be bad for your blog, and then your videos don't rank, and then people press the dislike instead of a like button, and you lose rankings there, and people write nasty comments, and then other people spam your channel, and other people say that you can't speak properly, and then other people don't like your Facebook group, and then other people just don't like your face. And that's all part of it. And so if you let all these things that build up, if you let the negativity and the things that are inherently going to happen get on top of you, then of course that wins. They win. All those people that are there to put that negativity on you, they win. All the stuff that happens, all those things that you can't control that just happen sometimes, that are setbacks, that wins. That means that you lose. And that's the thing. If you're not determined, if you're not strong in your resolve to get past these things will get on top of you. And I guess one of the things that I'm very proud about in terms of myself is in fact, one of the few things I'm really proud about is my determination. I knew when I started this journey back in 2011 that I would find a way. I just knew if I kept going, I kept finding something, and yeah, I made every mistake, literally every mistake there is. I had shiny object syndrome. I'd jump around from different product to product. I would go and do other silly things. I'd try grey hat stuff every now and then. So I thought, oh, there must be an easier way. How come I can't get just cheap, easy, free leads? And I don't want to pay for it. And, I had all these different mindset things that I had to work through. But I knew in my heart of hearts that if I just kept going, if I kept one foot in the front of the other, just keep learning, finding out some more stuff, getting in touch with the right people, getting the right mentoring, getting all this stuff together, something would happen and it would finally work. I knew it. I was so determined. And even though some days I didn't believe it, and some months I didn't believe it, and sometimes an entire year would go by, and I wouldn't necessarily believe in my heart of hearts that it could be real anymore. So I'd been through so many setbacks before, but I still knew right behind all that stuff that I was still determined. I'm more determined to break through my own mental barriers than I am about making the whole thing work. I'm like, no, there's something, I know it's in me. I know that it's my mindset that's stopping me. So now I need to work through that. So I'm just determined to work through that as well. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that is why so many people don't make it. And for me, the whole reason why this is really powerful and the reason why I'm quite passionate about the subject is because when you anchor something that your reason for doing this, you anchor it so powerfully in your brain and in your heart that nothing can stop you, that is when you will do it. It doesn't even take determination because the journey becomes very enjoyable. And you don't look at the setbacks, you don't look at the things that inherently just will happen. You don't look at them as negatives. You look at them as stepping stones, as learning curves, as challenges, and it changes the chemistry in your brain. Your dopamine starts being released upon the actual journey itself. And like they say, it's very cliche, but it's the journey, not the destination. Because when you get to the destination, guess what? It doesn't stop. It's like when you're climbing a big mountain and all you can see is just the end, and you think you're at the end, and then you get to the top and you realize there's a whole other peak behind that, and that keeps happening. That's just the business in general, right? That's life in general. You climb up a little mountain or a hill, there's a mountain behind it, and there's another peak behind that. That's exactly what it's like in affiliate marketing. So anyway, like I say, number one characteristic that you need is determination. And that, like I say, the core behind that is your why, your reason for doing this. It needs to be really, really powerful. Can't just be because I don't really like my job that much, so I hope that I can make a lot of money online. That's not going to drive you. On the days when you're feeling like shit and you don't want to get out of bed, and you just hate the world or whatever bad darkness that you've got on overclouding you, it's those days that you need to remind yourself why you're doing it, and whatever that thing is for you. It can be something, if it's materialistic, so be it. It's not for anyone else to judge why you're chasing this stuff. It's for you to feel comfortable with, and something that ignites your passion. And if you can do that, then there's nothing that can stop you. You will learn, you'll find a way, you'll connect with the right people, you'll move forward, you'll get something done, and you'll take responsibility for where you're at, and you'll adjust your course, and you'll see all these things that happen along the way as challenges, as setbacks, as temporary things like bumps in the road, because that's all they are. If you're that determined, that's all they are. There's nothing that's going to stop you if you're that determined. So anyway, hopefully this message resonated with a couple of you guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. And if you got any value from this, feel free to hit that like button and drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear parts of your journey, what you've done online, and see if there's anything we can help each other out with. If you'd like to get some mentoring and you're tired of not getting the affiliate results that you'd like, click that link. There's something below there. It is a free case study of how I was able to go from $0 to $10,000 per month with nothing more than a social media platform and myself, and an awesome product that I believe in. And if that's of interest, I'd invite you to book a call with myself as well, and we can discuss whether or not you might be the right fit for one of my programs that I've got. Anyway, my name is Jamie. I appreciate you guys tuning in. You're amazing. Thanks for being here, and keep fighting the good fight. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.